100% of their men advantage. So
Yes.
every time it was a 5 versus 4, a 4 versus 3, a 4 versus 2, anything, they always converted it, and EG were never able to get one of those disadvantageous turnarounds within the round in itself. So if you're seeing Envy score first bloods now on their attack side, you could probably see Envy go with a very strong second map of their map pick here of Corrode.
Yep. Oh, Kesnet. Solo play, love this, gladiator status all by himself, up mid, and they weren't even ready for it. EG still trying to rotate and figure out if that was real or if that was the fake, but the spike's being planted just about 20 seconds into the round.
An insane start. I didn't even have a chance to see if Poppin actually bought util for Kesnet.
I was like, somebody told EG it started, right? This is crazy. Oh, the trades, just a classic to Ghost trade from Heaven. They're allowing the angles to be open here. And here's the retake, a bit of protocol with the utility used. Well, now the detection and the flashes. Another flawless, kind of the name of the game towards the end of Pearl for Envy. That's a crazy pistol round, honestly.
Yeah, solo dash up there. Barely any util to help out, and Kesnet just finds an opener like that. That's insane here. And you come out with full force. I mean, you're catching your opponents off guard. You'll take it for sure. EG was not ready for that.
No. And they were ready to almost take it slow, too, on anything on the back half of this round. But 100 miles an hour was the name of the game. Oof.
You had another round to the tally of the 100% conversion when they have a men advantage against EG. Now in Ares on the attack side, Poppin is trying to find something with the Prowler and wallbang here, but they're expecting EG to go from sort of aggression play. So all of them staying back after into the spawn after the Prowlers came through, and besides the insert right here from Egster.
Almost gets out. A nice cleanup there.
That's a big pickup.
It's a very big pickup. We'll catch Egster on the first blood connections too as the map goes on. Is now Envy rather makes their way through that link. Safe for now. Kesnet's ready to show something and get out of there so the team can finish the process. And they're getting a little close, and they have to all stay now. Paranoia delay. EG's setting up well, but they're not under the skin of Envy yet.
They're afraid of this lurk, so they have to plant deep in the site, but all 5 of them are looking to stay in. Nice shot by Demon 1.
Very nice. Doesn't matter if it's going to be a rifle or a pistol. Still uses the sidearm effectively for 2 there at the right entrance to A. And now they just wait this one out. And only losing 1? No, they've lost 2 more. Superman has something to say about it. Has the Outlaw readied and almost gets online for another shot here. Calm with the Sheriff. 2 quick shots. 1 already a body to Demon, and that's enough. But Rossi cleans it up. Keeps the round safe, but they do take quite a bit of damage there.
Yeah, and that was a great release for EG. After you get that kill onto Egster, you've already gotten a weapon and so much map space. The only gap that they had was towards middle, but you gamble stack right with the instant rotate from common to the A site. I think going into 2 beautiful shots from Superman on that 2 versus 4 here, right here, there was just a little bit of one too many peaks that didn't really allow Com to really move up. You're trying to hopefully waste some bullets on your opponents, and Com finds the surprise attack as you're reloading, but they stop the bleeding for Envy, making it fairly expensive, as their buy is still quite good going into their bonus.
And they split A site here to work the right side towards the elbow. Easy take for Envy. They want to go fast on this bonus round and get away from any of the quick pressure. How about Digazine finds a kill. Another one from backside. A 3rd one! A 4th one! Digazine going for the ace here. He's going to try to find Poppin, but he gives him the swing. And that's going to be a back shot from Bao. Finds the flank. They come up quick. Man, Envy went fast, but Digazine went faster.
Yeah. It would look like EG were caught a little bit towards that A site. There was some good values. I saw some tethers on the ground, so information was there for Envy, but as they tried to scale back up, Digazine finds a timing.
Who is this guy?
Oh my God, Doug!
And that's going to be a back shot from He's like, well, my ace.
Yeah, he's like, this is no, and also this is too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. He did whiff a little bit on Poppin towards the end when the other shots looked fairly clean. You're definitely going to take any round so far for EG to not allow Envy to snowball any of these rounds. Rifle for Digazine again. And he kept it from that previous round.
Yeah.
Now EG are on a fast rotate already, though. I don't know if Envy heard that, but they are still going to go for a 5-man pop.
They're crashing into the site. Quickly seeing a ping there. Everybody's about to get out safe. Ooh, Calm caught mid-spray there on the Odin by a quick swing. Superman's already elbow. A high-low kind of peak. And he gets cleared. These things fizzle out for now. It's just going to be detection from Digazine ultimate. He's grabbed it for so many good kills on this round, but it looks like things could go EG's way. Digazine being a problem in sight here. We're looking for kills from Okeanos these last few rounds, and you're going to find it. They just clinically pick apart Envy one by one to find their way back in after that dimensional drift.
Look quite dangerous, though. Bao just got instantly caught by Demon 1 in the cave. Again, playing just to the standards. You see a dimensional drift come through the site. There should be some players flowing through. You're trying to run some util around the information that you seize from Digazine right here. And then you catch them off guard with these aggressive angles. Thankfully here, another big flank. Okeanos has been doing that on Pearl and doing it again this time around on Corrode. It's a nice little two-piece. Ties up the game and breaks the econ for Envy one more time. And Envy will go for it again. This time around, though, there's no Nightfall to really try to clear towards the elbow.
And they should have early info. So they get a quick peek out here on the right side of the map. Or the left. A nice drone. Oh, drone to safety. You could actually see Superman coming in for the assistance there. Nice teamwork, but Envy's still going to try to encroach onto the site. One clothesline, another clothesline from Superman as Demon 1 is finally able to trade the kill back, and EG go again. I was going to say into that defensive mode, but it's still a kill mode. Digazine finds one.
Odin picked up. Spike will go down. Demon 1 has a stinger to work with, but up against 4 players. Kesnet at half HP.
Oh dear. One killed back. All that Outlaw still going crazy for Digazine, and they saturate Demon 1 so he can't go anywhere. And they tie his shoes together right on top of the Spike. Another 3K coming through for EG as they start getting these ults online early and just having advantages to retake site over Envy.
Yeah, and you're seeing like the adjustments that you're doing to change the meta, having to play against a Waylay, the drone, and then you have a player to support. The little micro things that changes within Valorant here with these new agents and patch changes. Something also that Furia did quite well in their openers and their matchup against Sentinels, just to bait out the Waylay and have a second player just behind the one that should get punished to do the punishment onto the Waylay dash. That was nice. Kesnet couldn't get too much space out of that one too, and no shenanigans out of Envy's aggression on their eco or their half buy.
See if they maybe force a hand at the Viper ult if they can get into B fast this round. They have conditioned it a few, so maybe this is just saying, hey, we're here again, get that same rotation out of EG, and then they work the map because they still have somewhat of a default position to start.
Yeah, I think out of 6 rounds, maybe 5 of them was a start into B. Even if Kesnet on the pistol round, dashed towards middle to get that first pick, the main players were still leaning towards this B site to start. They're forcing EG to push forward and hopefully into their crosshairs.
Bao backs up, realizes this is danger, chooses the right side to back up on. Ooh, saturate. Oh, can't follow up on that. A great cleanup here by the team of Envies to get in. What is this drop from Superman? He swoops in for a 3K. Oh my gosh, and it's cleaned up with the 4 inside the mind of Envy as they're making these sight hits.
It ain't a bird or a plane, it's a snake and Superman, as is Viper, dropping down on a double flash of Digazine and Bao.
No way.
There was still vulnerables coming through. That was still very nice. I mean, even if the flashes didn't get value, you have to stay towards that back of that hut. Woo. And he finds perfect timing. We just talked about it, that you don't always have to play these flood retakes on the side of EG. You try to catch them off these timings. The look that we saw when they played that drop down onto Loud on Haven.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing a whole different EG and how they course corrected their defensive side on Corone, and it's beautiful, man. Such nice things from Superman.
After their loss to Sentinels the next week, they win. They asked Superman in the interview, it's like, what was the things you need to fix in that loss? And he said, you know what, I noticed I had a lot of little mistakes, and I'm considered a rock of the team. So if the rock is crumbling, the rest of the team can't perform. So it was really on himself that he took that to bring his play back up, make sure those mistakes weren't there, and you get these kind of plays in the end. Crazy stuff from Superman. 11-3-1 on that Viper right now. Bringing the ult out with that round, and the rest of the team isn't having any trouble fragging as the site hits to B have just absolutely been snuffed out. It looks like we'll condition one more time for Envy here. It's going to be a lower buy as they, again, default the map.
Yeah, no choice. You've shown so many times towards this B side, but you haven't really converted rounds since you got into the gun round for EG. So you continue to show this hand. The difference right now, though, is that you have inserts towards this A side. So you are, I mean, there was a fake TP that went towards that side of the A as you saw Rossi come across towards B. But that said, it was trying to make a lot of noise on, I guess, both extremities here so they could potentially go for a late rotate back to A, as Demon 1 does have that slow control over towards that A main.
Buy it, though. Oki low. And they're going with the regular Prowler hit, dash in. Oh, the target acquisition from Superman is unreal to understand that situation. Digazine's there already to assist at elbow. And it doesn't take many members of EG right now because they're all putting on a show if they're asked. Demon 1, last one alive with his Guardian. We'll see what kind of damage he can put out before they find him.
Superman is locked in for sure.
It's crazy.
It made me chuckle a bit because it just gave me flashbacks into their matchup on Abyss before, where Superman saw the Yoru clone, turned around, and still shot the Yoru clone after he saw Exer run into Ivy, and he got flash and died. And this time around, he knows which to choose and punishes Exer right away. But the flick onto Kesnet was nice. I mean, it wasn't the strongest of buys of Envy, but you're on an island right now, and you're trying to get your 1 and 2. You're looking at the setups from EG. They're giving so much responsibility onto Superman to 1-4 hold, solo hold rather, towards his B site. He's doing an excellent job at it.
Man, they are bringing the pain here at the B site. And again, that, like you said, it was a low buy, so you're kind of affecting a little bit of the map on the right as we saw it, and they tried to get into B off maybe a sneak attack. Still doesn't work. EG's ready for everything, and it doesn't look like they're over-rotating either. They're going to anchor everything until they are 100% confident, and this is leaving Envy with little options. A push. Oh, now EG want to go active. They're going to try to get a force on this A main after so many rounds. Huge saturate, but no follow-up. Envy is able to react in a split second.
Tried to do a little bit of a MIBR flare.
Yeah.
And it's fair because EG has shut down B site every single time. So they had the perfect read for an A site hit. Just unfortunately, the combination wasn't there, and Envy's already having an early 5-on-2 situation after a plant here on A site.
Round after round, it looks grim when you're losing, but it's still only 5-2. This could bring it to 5-3 potentially, and again, we're right back in there. We're 5-1 on Pearl, and Envy still made that comeback count.
You're right. Despite EG looking very good in this defensive side, it's still a very close game thanks to that pistol round that was very nice from Envy to start. Saving these 2 weapons, though, would be huge, and also getting exits on top of that. Economy for Superman is low, but for the rest of the team, they can actually go for these type of fights. Envy recognizes that. It's been quite all along towards spawn, so they want to clear it as a team, and they'll keep all 5 of them alive.
When they do it, a lot of times it's flawless. They start to stack that money, and it can be a problem. Envy keep everyone alive for this round. But that doesn't mean EG's out. We should have money to come back here and buy it. But it was really nice consideration, the attack. They went through a saturate and a paranoia. So it actually took quite a bit here from Rossi to make sure they didn't get double flanked. Or double push, sorry.
Missing that recall, too. Just trying to get his 1. He was locked in at least to just try to get 1. But it looks like Envy was just ready for that. The thing is, too, is you can start cycling some ults for Envy on the attack. Op comes out for the first time, though, for Digazine.
Okay.
Just playing it towards this A site. The fake TP. Making it think that it went all the way back towards spawn. Look at how it pulls 2 players back here.
They are looking on a little adventure, as this is going to be Digazine taking front site now to see how that site was spread. And how does this creep in? Oh, it gives them a little spike site, or a little entrance into the site, too. Really cool pit. And we're going to just split the pits as well. They don't actually cross.
No.
Interesting
Venn diagram,
formation.
so
Interesting.
Everybody having their own line of scrimmage, pretty much.
Who's going to visit who first? That's the question.
It'll have to be EG.
Yeah, they have to go in a search. Poppin is sitting right on the edge. Actually, he's kind of in a little crux between both of them. That's kind of crazy. Nobody's found him yet. He's going to encroach back into their own. Calm on top, trying to make it work. Oh, do they drop him?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, they drop it. Pull the pants down and see if it can work in their favor. Calm is there to get a kill with Superman. Poppin's looking left and right, trying to find the right angle, but there's just too many ways to swing. The hospital flicks are necessary, and that's going to be one kill. Oh, shoots him in the butt! Kesnick gets the kill in the clutch. What a chaotic round of Viper ults, and it's going to be Envy coming out on top.
That's what was missing towards the end. Envy, yeah, you talked about the pit dropping.
Yeah.
As the spray is coming out from Calm, where it was starting to do a little bit too much damage here on the top of the hut. Actually, it was Demon 1 dying, which is the reason why the pit dropped. I was expecting Superman to drop his here so he could get some value on who maybe else could be hiding out in the open. Still some good shots came through and some good trades, but it came down to the clutch, where unfortunately there, you see the disappointment out from Potter was close but no cigar, where the timeout now comes in for EG.
Yeah. What a chaotic round to happen on. It's like, honestly, if anything in these last 2 rounds has been indicated from Envy, it's that their disrespect has got them a little bit of an advantage on what's happening. The firepower that they do bring and being behind each other on those hits. They won't have the dimensional drift anymore. It has made things a little easier, so you have to note that for what Envy's been doing. They do have Poppin's ult, though, to make sure they can just swipe a sight and see where those trails lead them.
The play was still very nice for Envy.
Oh,
I just
so
love
nice.
that fake TP. From Rossi out towards B main. You can't really hear the audio, so then it allows for you to pop into a weak site. The thing is, though, is that EG, despite Superman showing some rounds where he could drop down and surprise 3 players and take you down, EG is also very protocoled when it comes down to the flood retakes, and that was something very dangerous that you needed heroic plays from Kesnet to stay alive in that match. But the Odin is quite strong for Calm.
What's Calm doing? I was going to say, he's up there at the front of B. Is he going to try to just rip off a dart and try to go right up the gut here of a push? But no, it looks like they're holding back for now.
Okay, this is a forward snake bite just to get Digazine at this line. Tried to jump spot TP, but Digazine was just out in the open and had the crosshair placed easily for a headshot.
Too fast. Just too fast. Oh my gosh, he's all over the map. Omnipresent Digazine, another op shot. He's going to show himself now at the A side as they already have a push coming down and reclaiming the space outside of A for EG.
They're closing all the gaps.
Yeah.
He's basically rotating to make sure nobody's going to creep up here towards the A link.
They might see the spike.
They will see the spike for sure.
See the spike. Oh, even on the gun round too. It's a little ways away from everyone that needs to do a plan. What even is that sliver of Kesnet that he saw and was able to shoot? That's incredible.
One enemy remaining.
And yeah, just a round of evil geniuses, easy shots, great crosshair placement, and shutting down Envy as they search the map out.
EG's turn to get a flawless and a perfect round at that. It's all Digazine not getting 0 damage off the op kills and Spooner playing the off angle. I was gonna say, like, when just before this kill happened, right onto Kesnet found a pocket to creep out towards the A-Link and make a difference, but as soon as he leans a little bit back, everything gets locked down, and Stunner was not happy about that one.
Oh, he's just watching what would be kind of inserts get taken down in 1v1 situations, and it looks kind of like there's no idea behind it when there really is.
Yeah.
They're getting snuffed out there on those plays.
And I think what got good value as well for the off there from Digazine out towards that B main is, remember we were talked about the constant conditioning that came out from Envy at the beginning of the half, having Poppin move forward, Prowler into that spot, trying to see if anybody's there, trying to spot where the off could be in the first place. But as they started winning some rounds, they could finally start tempoing away from conditioning that B site hit, or the B side start rather, and EG were kind of ready for that one, so they just wanted to post up the up there thinking that, you know what, they might try to walk contact player or something like that, and you got tremendous value out of that read.
It's going to be A once again. Okay, we might get a dart down middle so they can clear that right quick from Calm, and Envy is looking to at least put some noise on this side of the map. We're going to get a
convergence path. Into a Hunter's Fury.
He's right on the other side of the wall, ready for this.
Actually, they're going to ult it with the Yoru too. So after this timeout, it's time for EG to up the tempo.
Waiting for the commitment. Oh, not a foot. The too many have passed. They really couldn't get past the forward line there. They held it for a bit. Com's able to take down Okeano, so he gets one. Not the one he wanted. They continue to push in. Envy now has all of this space on the right side. And they've forced a flub in this situation from EG. Digazine good for one in the smoke with a shorty. Looks like he might return again after Com gets these shot down from the Odin. There are slivers of health on these members of Envy limping around.
Joel will see him too. Swoopman gets the flank kill as well, and low HP players on the A site now for Envy.
Demon One's the only one that's a bit healthy in this situation. Forced to move because he's orbed out by the Yoru ult. Oh, the plan goes down, but he says peekaboo. And now Demon One is known from the A link as he jumps up to Superman to try to get a kill there. Supa playing his life, just reading that he's being pushed, turns at the right time. Oh my gosh, you can't ask for any more from the EG players right now. They are just giving Envy the worst time.
Still finding gap, and look at the respect. Look at Superman rotating all the way back towards middle.
Jeez. And even Digazine, a 3K to sit under the crosshair of Demon One's placement there. And just make it look easy. A 7th round now for EG.
How did that turn that back for EG side? Because again, the play, I thought it was going to be a dimensional drift, but if not, okay, it makes sense. You put the Yop at that line, but the Yop was playing an off angle, watching it passively. So they all missed everybody from Envy, and they instantly got punished. But Digazine finds redemption, shorty in the site. And then great delays from him as well. Dimensional drift, good thing he stayed alive. Rights his wrongs, and EG gets the round still.
If I'm Envy right now, I'm terrified of any smoke in front of me. Yeah. DG lives in there. He has been in the majority of the smokes Envy's trying to enter. Doesn't go too far on the peak. Egster hears the TP back. Parallel convergence fake on the right side. A lot going on from Envy here, team wide. This is taking a lot of parts in place to make it work, and they have sold Evil Geniuses here on the push towards A. Oh, hello.
Yeah, never really showed any fakes in the first place. Yeah, the ult gets info, but this forward position, it's a one-for-one trade-off, but Digazine's still up.
Somehow, the trade is always there. What positioning by EG to be right on the anchor of each other. And yeah, Com knows. It's like they've planted, we weren't there, they're gonna push for space. And yeah, it's covered. Beautiful X-Fire there between Com and Bao as the angle was approached. And Rossi sees one, almost gets a second, but it's a cleanup by Okeanos there. EG are gonna look to grab 8 on this first half and clean it up nice.
Always seem to have found an answer against all of Envy's attempts here on their attack side, with the exception of the pistol round. But all the rest, and as soon as you're able to get an op or a snipe in the hands of Digazine, something that he hasn't pulled out too much in that first map, but he's done quite well here.
All right, we are going to be throwing it down for an interview with this half being over. Let's head over to Dryad with Furious Nerve. We're going to be hanging out down on the stage. Beautiful X-Fire there between.
I'm here with Furious Nerve ahead and enjoying a little bit of the games as well. Nerve, I want to ask you, this Envy team is a squad that you played last year when you were playing in Challengers, and you even won against a few of them. How do you see them right now, and what do you think are the strengths, the weaknesses on this matchup that they have against CG?
Well, first off, the team is a little bit different. 3, 4 different players now. Regardless of the changes, I think they're an insane team. And somehow, like, they keep bringing in more mechanically gifted players. And I just think this team is so mechanically gifted, and on any given day, they can out-aim any team.
And I have to ask you, we are very excited waiting for your matchup against MIBR. And I just want to know, is Furia going on a run?
100%, 100%. I think everyone has us as an underdog. We've won 3 matches, and people still have us as an underdog. I forgot the odds, but they're pretty crazy. Everyone has MIBR winning by far, but this is Furia's year.
And my last question for you, in this game between EG and Envy, who do you have winning?
I have EG. I think EG are looking really good right now. I think Superman's playing insane right now. I traveled with EG in the offseason, and I tell everyone I think Superman is the most underrated player. This guy is so good, and I love Superman. and bow, all of them.
Thank you so much, Nerve. Can we hear for Nerve as well? I feel like you guys were excited. And let's send it back to the game.
Well, it has to be nice then to see Superman absolutely crushing in these games, having heaven drop plays where he just waterfalls onto a team's head. 18-6 right now. Yeah, it's a good life for the Cape Wearers.
Yeah, 18-6, Digazine at 18-5. So when you have someone that's an opener in Digazine with the op, and then somebody that anchors up, and it's a B-side no entry for Superman on that defense, allows EG to have a strong start going into their attack side.
Where do we see the Envy now has this defensive side? Is there an advantage they face, right?
Yeah, their guns.
It has been the story. Has been the story.
So you'll have to be clean here, but the underlining thing is you have to notice now, unfortunately, Extra has been shut down on the attack for EG, against EG so far, and you're hoping to right the wrongs as well for this star player who's popped off on the first map. He starts off by walking down middle. One
of those silent jumps was not silent, so Rossi's forced to move off his initial line there, smoked out anyways. You called the mid push, and they push and pull. A kill on both sides to start off. A little bit of util used here, but that insert of Digazine is very nice. They seem aware though. Little left-right crossfire going on.
Just got into the smoke just in time, but they need the rest of the team to make the chaos here in the front of the site before.
They're waiting for that peek. They kind of set up to look at A-Link there and see if anybody would peek. There's just a firing squad outside the site, and Envy is actually walking into it. What a slowdown there, and freeze the round by EG.
Spike planted.
Slowly, Demon 1 has to clear every single angle. There might just be too many. We asked for the first one. I like that. Com's like, nah, I'll run away. We're all going to get together outside the site and play safe here.
Especially when two of them are one-shottable now by Demon 1.
I don't even know if Dart's up soon. They're just playing it very, very safe. At least for the pick, the peek, and the quick touch on Spike. Oh. Superman again. A 3K there. Even at low HP, sturdy on the pistol round, and another one for Evil Geniuses.
I love the little combo at the start at middle. Com got value, I think it was a drone that he got the tag on. And then because the bandit shot the util in the first place, it allows Oki to separate and isolate that fight, knowing that Keswick already ran back.
Bro, why is it always me? Why?
He has to finish with my VFL. He wants to go to Trent lines.
Yep.
Speaking of which, my VFL has Nerve and Artazine, so I don't know what Nerve was talking about during the...
Oh, okay. Kesnet. Trying to get that refract. Get a little information, some damage, anything. But a very, very slow round from EG here in the backside of their half.
There's not going to be any surprise swing outs out for EG. They're just really trying to punish a contact play outside of the front B site. There's so much map given here for EG to take. So that's one orb taken. They haven't heard anything towards aiming yet. Good damage done by Kesnet to start though, but
shadows traveling.
And they're ready to end A here. He takes the orb, but then Digi walks away and comes back to see if there's somebody else on the line to kind of trick him.
And despite this being an eco round for Envy, but we talked about here the mid round, how do you find information for Envy's side when Stunner was talking about it with Pedro Romero? You're looking over here, there's a minute left, but everybody rotated all the way back through spawn. There's still such a huge question mark within all of the zone. So they're gamble stacking now for the A site hit. Thankfully, it's a right read, because a drone comes out from EG, and now they're ready to fight.
And kind of doing what they did on pistol round.
Left.
Set up here in the courtyard, look for some shots before they move, see if anybody will push out early. Some flashes into the site, met with also a paranoia. Everybody comes out of Blindville, and it's going to be shots here for Envy actually to start off. Back and forth, though. 3v3. Seas goes down, but it is not going to be Digazine going down. That's kind of insane. 9 HP, jumping classic. Does Digi push? Oh, he still gets the shot in the air. A 4K for Digazine in a situation where he's also seized up.
I think he was seized up at 9 HP too.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
You saw here, you're just trying extra, just praying that the jump spot randomness, the RNG of the classic is going to hit that one single bullet to take him down. But man, did it look so good for Envy. We talked about, again, the gamble stat on the rotate towards that A site. But thankfully, the reaction for Digazine too good.
Wait. 15 rounds, 22 for Digazine, 21 for Superman?
Yeah.
Holy, these guys are cooking.
And this is such an uphill battle for Poppin, and you're trying to think here, maybe in the comms, will Rossi start stepping up who to help out for these calls, because they have no timeouts left. So as EG continues, if they can continue to be as aggressive for these punishments.
Already one of them here. Oh, still going for the fight. It seems like they're staying right in front of a lot of util. And it's catching Envy off guard in most cases. Khan's gonna get the plant here.
Superman's gonna have to start hurrying up because he's chilling towards the elbow. How did that miss?
I don't. He danced with the util, shot through both armpits. Maybe, I don't know. It's a question we have to look at for later. Sees just outside. Khan is safe here. Paranoia, but the distance is there. Oh, he shoots back at the crosshair, just at the muzzle flash. That's insane. Khan down. Rossi, so much to do here. Creates some situation for himself that makes it feel bad for EG, but they still have answers for the situation. He tries to get half here with most of his HP going the way of the snake bite, and Superman cleans that one up as he knows he has the upper hand.
Yeah, and he knew Rossi had to get it at half at least.
Yeah.
So runs back in, has to eat the snake bite, and no choice but to have low HP once he's at half point. But Calm staying alive, I love those, again, being very sneaky here. He had drone, getting ready to drone out towards main, still survives. The thing here, at this position was quite nice. He avoided the Prowler, got into that smoke at the limit of the Prowler, yet still gets the kill while he's full paranoid.
Catch this just whip! Bro, it's always on.
Because nobody ever does that. 2 rounds away from facing elimination. Envy need the answers now, and EG will not even allow them a chance. They are making this look so tough. Envy came in with some changes to see if it would be the right choice here. And it'll play after kickoff, but it does not seem like they were able to get the pieces in order for this series, and EG is punishing for it.
Envy needed some answers, but EG keeps making that test difficult.
Yes.
An instant kill and then a 140 onto Kesnet. They dropped 2 players in the process. Orb now being picked up. Drone is still available too, so right now EG could continue to play a clean round to get the late info. We'll probably spot Demon 1 in the site. Yeah, you just saw him.
High flash. It's going to be a good kill by Egster, and it looks like they're able to thwart the take so far. Envy or EG stopped in their tracks. 8 HP trying to play his life. Oof.
And 10 on Kesnet on the rotate.
Oh no. A possible game point for this one. They go for a fake plant to see if they can pull anything out, and actually planting in a little bit better of a spot as well, under that Viper orb. Orb's gonna drop. They're not looking to save. Oh, the fake from Digazine draws Kesnet's attention enough for the kill to come through. No mistakes from this guy this series.
No. And for EG, I think the confidence is going to be oozing right now.
Oh my gosh.
At map and series point, we just talked about their last 2 times. They had an 11 scoreline against Envy. It was a comeback game. It was dreadful, actually, for EG. But now as they instantly cross from 11 to 12, they're looking good.
Okay, bro. He insta-killed me, bro.
Bao is going through it on stage right now. He'll never want to remember this series, even if it is a W. Push forward, Okeanos. Hardly ever on that quick, aggressive play, but they're still trying to find a little bit through it because Envy probably isn't expecting it. The Hunter's Fury Digazine follow-up throws Envy for a loop to start round 17.
And as things calm down, though, it's still EG with a player advantage. Okeanos did get heavily punished in the first place when Envy knew potentially about the type of map space you're trying to get at the very beginning with a double dash, so they instantly go for some util right in that pocket. But now EG are just going to wait. I think they're understanding too that Envy will have to try to find some information in the mid-round, but as they lose Pop in the first place, well, this is going to be very difficult with no Prowlers and Haunts.
Yeah. Everything becomes a personal check. You are the turret. You are the sentry.
And that's why EG staying as a group, going for instant trades. I think this is a perfect call right now for EG in the mid-round.
Wall goes up. And cruising through here. Rossi looks to get a peek actually as it drops. Maybe an upper hand. Oh, he still dinks Superman, but he controls the aim. How couldn't that go in a kill for Envy? Kesnet trying to be fast. Does he know there's another one mid? Oh my god, another drop into sight from Envy! Using a bit of Evil Genius's own medicine on him. Calm, 31 HP in a pickle. Can he get out? No, he cannot! Marinated by Kesnet with the 3K. And Envy stay alive for one more round.
What the heck happened there? All I saw was 4 players instantly dropping on the kill feed.
That was a Superman play by, who was the judge there? It was Exter. Yeah. The rest of the team were getting kills around the map as well.
And good on Demon 1 to stay alive too, once he got spotted.
We go again.
12-5 scoreline. Still very close to a big ults, actually, for Oki, Digazine, and Superman, but Digazine will pick that up.
No way, another one from Exter. What a flash to play with Demon 1. A great anchor on the play, as well as Poppin now moves over to gather that space for the team. And now EG, we haven't really seen them have to deal with these rounds where they've been whittled down to start. Losing Calm, losing Okeanos. What's their entry now?
At least Bao still has his 2 smokes. But the other thing is that we didn't really have any type of like lurk or insert for Superman. But what he could do is keep playing this wall up and down here to keep some players to listen to audio cues, and that's Kesnet. So you're still somewhat thinning the lines, and you're selling this fake on the B site to start.
Keeping him guessing. He has to consider there might have been a timing too. Digazine now going to the other side. They see him orb.
No
Superman!
way!
Through the saturate!
He only had a sheriff!
That's insane. And he actually got hit by it too at the same time. They're gonna go ahead and get the ult down, and Digazine finds him through the middle! Looking to put Envy to bed. It is only gonna be Rossi coming through spawn now with the Bulldog 3 standing in sight here for the side of Evil Geniuses, and Digi's still even covering the flank so the team can watch spawn. It's just a push out. Rossi tries to get in. Bao gets the final kill. It's not him this time. Bao gets that kill. Evil Geniuses say goodbye to Envy as they move on in the kickoff bracket.
Again, another EG day where they find revenge. A map on Kuro where they were dominated by the 100% conversions on advantages on the side of Envy. But now today when it matters most, they eliminate Envy, who has made such a big change, and Demon 1 joining the roster, again, adding so much firepower.
Yeah.
But the firepower today was not enough to thwart down EG's chances.
Digazine is something else. The eyebrows raised for a reason when we did not see him in the VCT the year he went back to Ascension, but he became one of the greatest players we've seen in Ascension, and it was no joke because he's carried it back to the VCT stage. The rest of the team as well playing absolutely amazing. Superman getting a shout out from Nerve there, and we saw it in this game just why he got a shout out. Everybody came to play today, and Potter's timeouts were a huge value to the team's win.
Yeah, Superman looking like prime Unk for sure from, again, 5 years ago, going into the gauntlet of the Vietnamese roster of Rise. But this time around, man, fitting perfectly. And you're seeing what Potter sees right now in every single one of these players.
It's
and
crazy.
How they can still mesh. Every year you're looking at a rebuild of EG where Potter always chooses like, oh, we